I have hinted at doing this video in my last couple of videos, and today we're finally getting around to doing it. So I love watching people go through things they've bought recently. I know for some people it may not be interesting, it may just sort of be like not the most interesting stuff. You might be like, who cares what you've bought recently and how you've what you think of it, but I enjoy watching those videos, and I'm hopefully today going to enjoy showing you some things I've bought recently. Also, I'm going to do a little haul of some stuff I picked up recently this weekend, even in from H&M. Yeah, I feel that this has been too much rambling so far, and we're just going to sort of get through to the first item. So grab yourself a tea like I have, and let's begin. We'll start with the sunglasses first. So as I probably have said in previous videos, I have a bit of a thing for sunglasses, and these are the Ray-Ban Wayfarer Reverse in black with blue lens, which was a colourway that I was interested in trying out because it's black sunglasses I feel are like the most common, and most of my pairs are black, but it was the blue lenses that I really sort of sold these for me, and I actually tried these on for the first time in a duty free. It was the shape, the colourway, you know, they were sort of spin-off of their original Wayfarers, which I love. They're my favourite sort of go-tos for Ray-Ban. I feel as well when you kind of think of the Ray-Ban sunglasses, you think of like black Wayfarers or black plastic framed ones. So the fact this was kind of like a spin-off of one of these, as I say, I didn't think I'd like them, but I tried them on in a duty-free and just had to purchase. Next, I've got some trousers, which are the Dickies Worked Trousers 874 Original Fit in this like sort of light brown colour. I really like how these fit on. They're just these like original fit. They're sort of a baggier fit as opposed to like a tapered sort of skinnier fit, and yeah, I bought these because again, I have loads of pairs of black trousers, black jeans, black chinos, work trousers, all the sort of different types of trousers. I always seem to have in black, so wanted to pick up a colour that was slightly different, just to sort of spice things up, sort of have a little bit of an alternative option in the wardrobe. I've worn them a couple of times out. They're very good to sort of wear casually, I think with like a t-shirt. I may do a video on sort of Dickies trousers in general, because I feel that there's so many different ways you can style them. You can make them a casual item, you can make them a smarter, sort of more formal item. If you want me to do a video on sort of my take on Dickies trousers, because I have got a couple of pairs that I can style, let me know down below. Next, we're going to do the jacket, which could be a jacket or could be a fleece. In this video, I'm going to call this like a fleece because it's like a Borg material by Saltrock. Now, I got these in, or this even, in the outlets, and it was beautiful. I'm not going to try it on because I'm going to be honest, I think I'd actually melt, and that's not going to be something that's going to be interesting to see. But if you do want me to do more of like a lookbook sort of style video with like this sort of thing, then let me know, because I can certainly have a go and sort of see how best to film those. But for now, I'm just going to hold the items up to you and sort of show you them. This fleece is like colour block, so you've got like an orangey burnt orange colour, then like sort of a moss sort of brown, and then a grey sort of charcoaly colour as well. Just sort of zips all the way down at the front, so it's sort of a great one for layering. Again, not really probably an item that I'd wear this season. I think probably this would be more sort of when we're going into like the autumn winter. As I say, this would I bet would be a lovely coat when it comes to layering. Just beautiful, lovely, and yeah, there we go. That was an impulse purchase as well, I should say. This was one of those, you go into the outlet centres for a mooch. I love outlet centres as well. I feel that that's like the best place to go when you're into like bigger brands, because you can get some absolute steals. And I'm now going to move on to the next jacket, which is not necessarily a recent pickup, but I wanted to include it because it is something that I've picked up sort of in the last I'd probably say the last 6 months perhaps. It may be a little bit longer, but I wanted to give it a little show and tell because I love it. It's one of my favourite items, possibly in my wardrobe. And it is this jacket by Carhartt. So this is a jacket, Carhartt Work in Progress Detroit Michigan jacket. It's their Detroit jacket that they do. It's black with this amazing print on the back, which has got these like birds and then Detroit, Michigan embroidered on. It's then got a sort of motif of a dog there that's embroidered on, and then on one of the arms it has got the like a little goose or some sort of bird as well, just on there. But I got this, I remember they had it in 2 different colours. I think they had it in a like tan, and then they also had it in like in this black, and it was sort of one of those, this was the more versatile colour, and kind of I sort of love it. It's not the most warm, it's probably certainly more sort of a summery, like on its own, or you could layer it up in the winter to sort of have a bit more of a sort of protection against the cold and elements. I just had to show this coat because it's the first Carhartt jacket I bought new, which is something I certainly won't be doing often. As great as they are, you do cry a little bit when you make the payments. Great quality, yes. I do have its down points, but I'm not going to go into full detail on this jacket because I feel that, again, this could be like a whole video in itself. I'm getting out of breath, honestly. Filming on a day where it's like boiling hot and just take a breather. But yeah, I should probably point out as well, whilst we are having this little breather, thank you to everyone who has watched the previous video on my sunglasses and my introduction as well, because I'm slowly getting back into doing this, and I will admit I'm very rusty, so the likes, comments and views are very much appreciated. So next up is a hoodie, and this is a hoodie by a brand called Boys Get Sad Too, which is a brand I found through social media. I think it was just sort of people like tagged, like it was like one of these like recommended posts on Instagram, sort of a while ago now, and sort of discovered this brand, and for ages and ages was sort of wanting to make a purchase, but just never kind of got round to making it. And what I love with their stuff is they donate 10%, I believe, to a mental health charity, just sort of because I feel that it's such an important topic to talk about, and just sort of the mantra behind it as well, you know, the boys get sad too and stuff like that. It's a great item of clothing, but I think as well the meaning behind the company and the sort of the brand and stuff kind of adds to it. So I got this black hoodie with sort of a chest print of some planets and there's the company logo, and then on the back we've got this like same logo, or same design even, but just bigger. And this is it's a really comfortable hoodie. I've worn it a couple of times. As I say, I'm kind of at that stage of the year at the moment where it's not really time for like layering and hoodies and jumpers, which annoys me because as much as I love the summer, I love winter fashion and layering and jackets and stuff. So as much as I'm enjoying the hot weather, I'd really like to just be able to wear some proper clothes now. But yeah, great brands. I would definitely go and check them out. They do some amazing stuff. They do t-shirts, socks, caps, hoodies, jumpers, the lot, and it's all relatively reasonably priced as well, as I say, because like 10% of their sales go through to charity. I'm going to incorporate the two next items together, because they're pretty much the same item, just in 2 different colorways, and they are these 2 t-shirts here from Tommy Hilfiger. Now I got just a plain, it was just a white t-shirt with like the little motif there on the chest, and then just one in like a dark blue navy sort of color. Again, just nothing on the back, just a little logo there on the front. So yeah, 2 t-shirts there from Tommy Hilfiger. Okay, we're on to the final item before we do our little impromptu H&M haul, and it is this shirt from ASOS. Now this is a shirt which has got like, it's a bit like a bowling shirt, which is probably my favourite style of shirt, sort of like short sleeve with like the revert collar, very sort of 50s, 60s, that sort of thing. And this one's just got some embroidery of like, so it's got like some sunflowers, got some like twines and stuff on the back, some like flowers on the arms. I just saw this and fell in love because I love a shirt that's got like things attached to it, like designs, embroiders, prints, stripes, dots, anything like that. I love a reverse shirt as well. So yeah, I'm very excited to sort of wear this and sort of compose some outfits with it as well. And yeah, and whilst we're on the topic of outfits, if you want to see some sort of things I do get up to wearing, you can follow my social medias down below, where I post a lot of like outfit videos or outfit pictures and sort of what I'm getting up to away from the channel. So if you want to try and sort of see what I'm doing away from the camera, then go and have a look. So I went into town this weekend with some friends. It was really nice, and we popped into H&M because, as you do, we're having a mooch. And yeah, literally I decided to have a little spend, which I didn't plan on because I've recently sorted my wardrobe out, got it to a place where it's nice, and didn't really feel I needed anything, but these items were calling to me. So we have got items here. We've got a relatively big bag actually. Behold, there's only 3 items, and they are 3 tops. The first one, which I was umming and ahhing about for ages because it was such a cool design, it was such a cool colour, and the topic of the design as well. So it is this t-shirt, which is Kodak. So it's a navy blue, sort of darker blue colour, that's sort of on the front and then on the back. Now the back is what sold this t-shirt to me. So are you ready? I don't feel you're ready. You ready? So on the back we've got this massive print of like a Kodak film camera with then ever been anywhere that Kodak wasn't, and just some like information on Kodak and sort of like where they are and what they've done. So I saw this t-shirt, and to start with it was hanging up and you could just see the front, and it was like, yeah, it's a cool t-shirt, you know, it's just got like the little logo, it's nice, you know, flicking back through the rails. And then I saw the back print, and that was like, yes. So this next t-shirt was actually a case of where I saw somebody in the shop pick it up and have it with them. So I was like, excellent, we're going to look for that t-shirt here in the shop. And it is this white t-shirt with a Patcher Ibiza print. I don't know what this is. I don't know whether it's a club or some event in Ibiza. But again, it was just the colour that really kind of the graphics that really kind of drew my attention to it. And it was also the back print. Now it's just got this really cool like moon face with like just a really cool print. Like I thought when I see a t-shirt that's got a print that's on the front and on the back, it sells me, and instantly I was wanting it. When I saw this one that had that sort of slight retro look to it as well, I feel like the colours are very like red and yellow, and then the hint of blue on the back. I thought this was very retro, and the fact it's like a sort of an off-white sort of creamy sort of colour. You can't really tell too much on camera, but it's a little bit like sort of, it's not like a bright pure white, it's like got a slight sort of off-white colour to it. And we're on to the final one in this little impromptu haul, and it is, we've got another Keith Haring top. Now I love Keith Haring. I think his stuff is just so amazing, and just the style of like the little people are just really cool. And so this one in like an off-white with just his name on the chest as a motif, and then on the back we've just got this like even bigger with like the colours, and it was just the colours as well that really sold this one, because it's got like an orange font and then sort of like green people, and then the actual colour of it as well is like off-white. It's kind of got that sort of slightly older kind of retro look to it, which I feel is kind of a style that I like. As I say, I love workwear, and I love sort of like a retro sort of t-shirts and vintage t-shirts and stuff like that. I felt that those t-shirts were, even though they're not vintage t-shirts. And there we go, that was my recent pickups. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do all the usual, like, comment and subscribe down below, and I'll see you all very soon for another video.